My name is Sung Soo. I'm a dealer on the North Korean black market. I'm one of the few who has enough food because I sell unusual and illegal items like foreign DVDs. But carrying money can be an issue. The Ministry of State Security, which is chronically underfunded, continuously asks for bribes. If you hesitate to hand over the money, even for a moment, you're arrested, and at the worst, sent to the camps. So naturally, I couldn't refuse. Mr. Sung Soo! He's Chan Young Chun, the son of the Chan family that lives in this neighborhood. He seems to be hungry again today. His father, Yang Lim, helped me a lot back when I wasn't earning anything. I'm in his debt. Yang Chun was very fond of me, and I came to love him like he was my own child. You need to eat, at least a little, to grow big and strong. It seemed that Yang Lim's employer was continuing to not pay him. I had been sharing my food with them in return for all they did for me. Life continued on like that for a few years, and soon enough, Yang Chun was 17. Hey, I hadn't seen Yang Chun recently. What happened? I was worried that he may have been sick, and when I asked about him, he got to move to another school far away the other day. No, let me give it to you straight. The truth is, he defected? Not so loud. Yang Chun fled for South Korea? But failure to escape is synonymous with death. Why? In North Korea, it is believed that the dictator can read people's minds and hear the voices of the forests and birds. They're always listening, so people keep their mouths shut. What do you mean fled? It's over. They must have heard me. There's no way he can read minds. He's just an ordinary human. The dictator is not a person. He is a god. To us who believed that, his words were shocking. I can't rely on this country any longer. I'm going to make a living abroad and make everyone happy. Yang Chun. What is all this? From that day on, I kept having dreams about Yang Chun failing to escape. From forced labor to firing squads to internment in the camps, when you fail to escape, you meet death, or a hell worse than death. I was scared to find out what happened to him. So after a while, I started avoiding the Chan family. How long has it been since then? I stopped trying at work and stopped handing out bribes. My savings and my daily meals went away, and I lost touch with my friends. I had lost the will to live. Sung Soo. When I looked up, I saw Yang Lim. He looked so healthy that I was sure I must have been mistaken. His clothes were the same, but his face and physique were very different than how they were back in the day. What on earth? He arrived safely. I understood immediately who he was talking about. It's Yang Chun. Yang Chun safely arrived in South Korea. Did he? I began to cry after seeing my old friend again after so long, and hearing of Yang Chun's safety. Currently, it seems the Chan family is living off money sent from Yang Chun. Halasan pedigree. That's what we call families with someone who has defected. They say their blood is the yellow of a 50,000 won bill. People appreciate receiving support from those that defect. In fact, the Chan family has now become wealthy. However, carrying too much money could attract the attention of the Ministry of State Security. So Yang Lim and his wife started avoiding me, since I knew the truth about their wealth. Don't come by for a while. It was obvious that they needed to keep a low profile. Though I understood, I couldn't hide my shock. The Chan family did not lack for food or clothing, but they didn't live that way for long. Where is Chan Young Chun? Because they stayed in communication with Yang Chun, they were raided by Ministry of State Security and arrested. What is all this? I thought I gave you the money for a phone call. A phone call? With your defector son? What's that your son sends you? Money? Seems you're getting a lot of it, eh? It wasn't just Yang Chun's defection that alerted the ministry. They had also found out about the money he sent. The Ministry of State Security produced phone and email records as evidence and violently tortured the Chan family. Call your son and get the money ready. 3,000 by the deadline or your punishment will be severe. With that said, Yang Lim was released. He called Yang Chun right away, but Yang Chun didn't have that kind of money, so he planned to borrow it. The total was $5,000, including the broker's fee. The brokers take 20 to 30% commission, sometimes even 50%. He kept on paying bribes after their release, but there was no sign it would end. The cost kept getting higher and higher, and it would be off to prison if he refused to pay. Finally, Yang Lim made a decision. Father, are you all right? I'm all right, but I need to tell you something important. We need to end our relationship after this call. But living as strangers will keep us both safer from now on. Just try to live a happy life. But this wouldn't allow the Chan family to escape the cycle of bribe demands. Now they had to pay the bribes without any remittances. They lived poorer than ever before. Sun Tzu, I am begging you. Do you have anything to eat? Sorry, things have been hard on me too. I said giving him a piece of bread, which he ate ravenously. He didn't try to hide his hunger. It wasn't so long ago that he was living much better than this. When I looked at the state of the Chan family, I was filled with the feeling of superiority. I had some harsh thoughts and forgot about my obligation. I had a darker point of view and started seeing them as nothing more than beggars. I tried hard to suppress my laughter. You see, I was the one who sold them to the authorities. No one else but me. The Ministry of State Security had secretly given me a bribe, and I used that bribe to rebuild my business. Thanks to the care of the Ministry of State Security, my business is booming like never before. It's all thanks to my great leader, and all of you too. Life is like a dream now. The bribes to the Ministry of State Security haven't let up, but I'm treated better than before. Mr. M, thank you so much. Starting with the Chans, I began blessing the people around me with gifts and became a respected man all throughout the neighborhood. Glory to North Korea. But one day, you're the one that sold us out to the ministry. Yang Lim came storming in, yelling, "What are you talking about? I would never!" We heard it from the Ministry of State Securities ourselves. They were at the bar saying, "Just leave it to him, and you'll find out what's going on around here." Well, the Chan family has got betrayed by him as well. What? Informants must die. In North Korea, people are terrified of being informed on, so they eliminate informants. Lynch mobs are not uncommon, nor is it rare for the Ministry of State Security to look the other way. Was I wrong? I thought of Yang Chun, but for some reason, I couldn't remember his face. Even his memory had rejected me.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. This YouTube channel introduces stories of various genres, including shocking news and unsolved cases from around the world, the biography of great people, mysterious stories from Asia, and more, all in the form of comics. You'll find plenty of content that appeals to your intellectual curiosity.